Stephie Vetter, South African Dakar Group.
Southern Africa Dakar.
Southern Africa Dakar Group on Facebook. It's so great to actually meet you, first of all.
Finally to meet you too, Colin, and hey, great to see you guys.
And I've got to say, thank you for the brilliant work that you do in spreading the news of South Africans at Dakar.
Oh, that's so kind of you. You know, it's a project that's been going for so many years. We started in 2014, 2015, just with the quads, Brian, obviously, Baragwanath going to Dakar. And we've grown it since then. We've got our WhatsApp groups, we've got our Telegram groups, and we've got 17,000 followers now. Difference being we only focus on Southern Africa. That's it. Nobody else. Just our pilots helping low budgets, helping big budgets, and just getting the news out there.
And you've developed a network of, you know, they say sources tell us. You've got an incredible network of sources who are actually on the event.
You know, I'm very fortunate myself, Johan and Eugene, in that we've created contacts all over the world. With it being in South America, we've got Argentina, we've got people in Bolivia, Peru, France, Netherlands. So we've got an immense base. And through that base, we actually encourage our people in our country to support our motorsport, but at the same time getting it out to those international platforms.
And there's a wonderful camaraderie, family feel, sense of belonging of everybody in that group. It's a lovely group.
You know what it is? I think it's a good energy about the group as well. And because we create a family, we're spreading that love. So yeah, I'm the oldest rally mom in Southern Africa, but take great pride in it. But it's especially happy to be here today because it's the first time I've ever attended a race.
And what are your impressions that come out of it?
The adrenaline in my body is enormous. I've had an incredible day. I was so excited.
You went out and watched some of the cars.
I went out on both loops. We were so fortunate to watch all of these amazing teams in action, and it's incredible. It's a rough track out there. The nav was hard, and here we are sitting day one, fantastically organized, really well organized. So I can't wait to come back.
So now your peak season within the supporters group, the Dakar group, is January, but it's starting to build up now. News of all the South African competitors, Southern African. Let's not forget Namibia and Botswana and where else have we got?
You know, it's a quiet year this year because obviously with the Dakar and the COVID-19 that's hit the whole world. So at the moment we are doing a lot of work with Ross Branch from Botswana, obviously Toyota Gazoo Racing South Africa, Century Racing with the CR6, and then James Alexander, who's doing the Malamoto in the original category.
I mean, that's completely
fantastic. Yeah, but absolutely fantastic. We are hoping there will be more teams that come on board, but at this stage it's looking pretty much like that's where we probably be at. 2022 is already starting to kick into gear. Some people are throwing their hats in the ring, so can't wait.
It's the highlight of your year. I mean, you've got a normal job, you try and earn a living through just normal commerce, but your passion is Dakar.
Absolutely. If I could just do this and nothing else, I'd be so happy. But all of us, it's not just me, Johan van Deventer, Eugene Burtis, we work really, really hard behind the scenes. Family, we get it out there, we get the news out there, and we're just going to keep growing because we started off 1,600 followers, over 17,000 already. It can only get better.
If you had, I don't know, a genie, you rub the bottle and the genie jumps out and he gives you 3 wishes, what would they be?
For Dakar?
For your group.
You know what I think I would love more than anything else is for it to be way more unified. There's a lot of disinformation out there. So just to actually have this unity in motorsport in Southern Africa, not that there isn't, but just to create a better vibe about it as well. Help each other. We've got low budgets, we've got big budgets. People have battled this year. So for me, it would be to just grow motorsport in Southern Africa, promote low budget teams, get younger people inspired again, get the kids inspired, increase our profile with women in motorsport as well.
And share the passion.
Share the passion.
Where is she? She's gone from 2 wheels into this carbon beauty. It's
this beast of a CR6, yeah.
And from the front, it looks like a locust, and it's so.
Well, we
cool.
kind of call it the hammerhead shark. I quite like the hammerhead
okay,
shark.
okay,
Yeah, we
okay.
could do that. You know, Tay's also in a different position in that, you know, she rode on 2 wheels. She's not absolutely going to go back to 2 wheels. But it's also budget. You know, there was no budget this year. We had a real struggle last year. So we can only get stronger. And you've got a quad bike third on the podium.
Yeah.
You've got Tay who finished Dakar this year. What a combination. I mean, it's a match made in heaven.
Going back to that working together, cooperation. How do we get that? So I'm just trying to pick my words very carefully. How do we get people to cooperate and work closer together?
I don't think there's an easy answer to that, Colin. I think the thing is, you know, I've always said you've got to have no ego, number one, and you've got to be absolutely unbiased, number two. In other words, we're neutral. We are here for everybody, and if everybody just communicated a bit more, and for us, our focus is only Southern Africa, which is for me is enormous because it's all about our athletes, our pilots, our drivers, our teams. I don't know if there's a quick fix to it, but we can certainly be positive and work towards it. Though.
Absolutely. I think the other thing that people really need to know is that this is a labor of love and passion, not a labor of money.
There's no financial gain. No, absolutely not. We all do it just for the love of doing what we do. We've always done it from that passion and love that we want to grow this sport. And I think that's also a powerful motivating factor for people. When there's no cash involved or no money involved, it's a whole different ballgame. You know, it's absolutely
It's
whole
just to
different.
try and spread the love and share
and
the
get
passion.
people enthusiastic and get people excited and stay positive. You know, I think there's it's been a hard year for everybody. Take this positivity, move forward. You know,
Because I think
support our
this
guys.
Dakar is going to be brilliant. You know, I'm told, I overheard, I believe, my sources tell me, Henk Latergan is definitely going.
We've been hearing rumbling. I'd be so happy for the two of
I
them
think
to go.
that is absolutely
I think they
brilliant. So
deserve it.
Henk, you've got Brian, you've got Tay, and I'm just talking about cars now.
Yes.
Of course, Janelle. Anyone else?
No, at this stage, that's kind of all we at. I did put feelers out with Lance and Alvin. I'd love to see them there as well.
Yeah,
It's
I
definitely
think
on the bucket list.
22 with the
2022.
new V6,
Yeah.
once that gets FIA'd and BOP'd and
They'll-
all the rest of it.
And I really hope that happens. We've also got some motorbikers in Botswana that are
so
showing
Ross
them.
on the new Yamaha. So
Ross on
he's
the
jumped
Yamaha.
from KTM to Yamaha.
Yep.
Great move.
Fantastic team.
Yeah.
Fantastic
And also
team.
a chance for Ross to shine. Look, if Yamaha doesn't work out, he can always go back to KTM.
Oh, you know, the thing is, he had such a great Andalusia rally. He had a fantastic rally.
Yeah.
I mean, a really, really good rally. He's in a very solid team. You can see they've gelled already. They all get on like a house on fire, and they're doing really well. So I like Ross in blue. Goes with Botswana.
It does, except light blue, dark blue. But the lime green works as well from the Monster Energy. You mentioned our Malimoto guy.
James Alexander from Maun in Botswana.
Alexander.
Yep, so he's going to be tackling Malamoto, which is the original class.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
the hardest
Mali,
class.
they are
Absolutely.
bonkers.
Yeah, no, I think they definitely are not playing with a full deck, but I think it's an incredible. I think for me, it's the epitome of Dakar.
That's for those who are wondering. You race out of a steel trommel. You sleep in your tent. You work on your own bike. You carry your own tools. You end up being sleep deprived, completely crazy,
Yes.
and a mega achievement when you finish it.
Absolutely, and I think we might see some more in 2022.
Yeah, I think 22 is going to be a.
I'm hoping Stuart Gregory will throw his hat back
Yeah.
in the ring. Maybe we can get Graham Sharp from Zimbabwe back down again. I'd love to see Graham doing Malamoto. I mean, I think that'd be fantastic. Sorry, Graham.
Stephie, somebody wants to get in touch with you to see what they can do to add the positive vibes to the group. What do they do?
You know, for me, the most important thing is to also always remember that there's a lot of our teams and athletes and pilots that don't have sponsorship. So one of our big focuses has also been trying to help raise sponsorship for the low or no budget pilots. So all they do is they can hook us up on Facebook, the Southern Africa Dakar Group. They can drop me an email on barraguana42@gmail.com, or they can or they can DM us on either Instagram. We're on SA-Dakar group and Facebook. Love to hear from them.
Just go and look up Dakar, the legend, the one, the only Stephie Vetter. Thank you so much for talking to us. Congratulations. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
We love your passion and keep it going.
Oh, fantastic. And also to Johan and Eugene. I could never do it without my team, so I'm very, very humbled. And thank you so much. I really enjoyed this.
Cool. See, it's not that difficult.
No.
It's just chit-chat.
Are we done?